name's Astacia Walsh. Everybody calls me Stacy. 42 years old, and I live in Denver, Colorado.
We know full well there's just time. So is it wrong to toss this line? If your heart was full of love, could you give it up?
So I grew up in Las Vegas, Nevada, on a little farm out in the middle of kind of nowhere.
Do you have like a favorite memory kind of working out there with your dad, or?
Yeah, actually when I was very little, my mom and dad never had a babysitter, you know, so pretty much my dad would just take me with him wherever he went. The vibration from the tractor would make me fall asleep, so I would just sleep there, and so I would wake up and my head would be right by this little window, and there would just go the rows of alfalfa being mowed down, you know, which was pretty neat. You know, I think of that and it makes me smile. When I first found out, you know, at first I thought that it was just allergies and asthma. I started noticing it probably in April of 2012 and went until January of 2013 before I went to the doctors. And all of a sudden the doctor calls me and she said, you know what, you need to come in here right away. The technician found a big mass in your chest, and this is what we believe it is, you know, a lymphoma, they said. And she said, so we need you to come down here right away. The cancer doctor started me on chemo, so I went for 6 months at that point. I remember saying, I'm going to fight this bastard and win because, you know, of Leia. And I can't quite even imagine leaving her, you know, at this point. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I'm not afraid to die. Like, of course, if I was on my deathbed, I'd probably like, I don't want to die, you know, but yeah. As of right now, I'm just not afraid of that. Mm-hmm. That's not anything that's in my mind or even scares me. What scares me is leaving her, you know, and not be, you know, just not being around. Because Leia is, you know, we've always been really close, and I've always felt like, you know, I don't know if you watch Grey's Anatomy, but my person, you know, that my person. She's like my person, you know. Yeah. She's always been like my person. Mm-hmm. And even when she was little, she just always was, you know, that, yeah. And even when she was born, like, just her whole life with me was just amazing. Like, I thought I didn't want to have kids or any of that kind of stuff. And when she came along, she just changed everything, you know, for the better. So I just got a PET scan actually, and it was 4 months after, and it's clean. So I'm doing well again. And this stem cell transplant, they don't typically take people who they don't think are going to recover fully. Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty hopeful that that was it. So now it has changed me. I mean, it has changed me in the way that this has actually made me see the better side of people. Yeah, it has. And when people come into the airport and someone I don't even know, and they say, you know what, 10 years, here's 10 years later, I had cancer, you can do it, you know, and stuff like that. It just makes you feel really good. Like, we are all connected, you know? And it's not just the and the wife will go, you can do it, you know, and she didn't have cancer or whatever, but her family was, everybody is affected by it, you know? It's something everyone is affected by, and it just shows people's human side.